Hello, Virgo. Welcome back to Spirit Source Tarot. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing. This is going to be your weekly reading for October the 4th through the 8th, and it's going to be general because we're just going to see where Spirit takes us. Could be love focused, career, or family, or all of the above. Going to pull 3 cards and get 3 cards as words from reply. So, your first cards, Virgo, 5 of Wands. Second card for you, oh, death. Well, damn. If this isn't dramatic. Third card, Ace of Wands. So out of all this, something new will be birthed. But it's either going to take a hell of a lot of effort or a hell of a lot of effort competing for it or fighting for it or just, changing something about the way you approach it, completely changing it. This 5 of Wands represents the changes in you, whether or not it's learning, sharpening up the work ethic, removing distractions, that Herculean effort over here to transition over here to this new Ace of Wands, this new beginning. This could certainly, 5 of Wands could certainly be all the things that you are removing, correcting out your life to get to this Ace of Wands. Could be a relationship that is requiring effort from both your parts to renew. Let's dig in and uncover what's going on. Let's see. Is this work? Is this career? Is this showing me an entrepreneur? What is this? Let's clarify. Thank you, Spirit. For Virgo, 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands is clarified for Virgo. Leaving something, making huge changes. Making huge changes, leaving a certain way. It feels like you're leaving a certain way of doing something and transitioning here to a new way. Completely, mentally, and everything is just changed after going through that. 5 of Wands. Coming out on the other side. Smarter, wiser, more savvy, something more passionate to you. And feel free, Virgo, if it is not you, please let another Virgo around the world resonate. And feel free to also, if I can stop jumping the cards, I just dropped this face up. What is it? The 3 of Pentacles. Feel free to also swap the energies if needed. So clarifying the Death card for Virgo. Clarifying the Death card. Death card is clarified by King of Wands. This is a passage. It feels like a rite of passage. It feels like a major rite of passage. And we all know that there'll be several levels and obstacles to contend with. People as well being part of the contention and obstacles here. But it looks like you're making it because the Death card is here. And here is born the King of Wands. Clarifying the Ace of Wands for Virgo. Clarifying the Ace of Wands for Virgo. And you know, the readings all day have been about people setting records straight, leaving things behind, sometimes abruptly. So this is a time of transition. So, oh, great. Not too bad. Clarifying the Ace of Wands, please. Ace of Wands is clarified by King of Cups. Looking like balance. Looking like balance. Something near and dear to your heart. I feel like this is career related. Something near and dear to your heart. A passion project. Something that you feel like, you know, it's not even work because you love doing it. But you had to go through some sort of rite of passage. You had to battle for this. Let's clarify the Five of Wands a bit further for Virgo. And even if it's just changing the things within yourself that you want to improve on and taking a good look and wrestle with all of those aspects that need improvement. This could be, with these two cards, a dark night of the soul and ego. Dark night of the soul and ego, and transitioning through this death, spiritual rebirth is what we could be looking at here. Because it's a battle to go through the dark night of the ego and the dark night of the soul. You'll be wrestling with yourself. Trust me on that one. Clarifying the Five of Wands further and right next to the Eight of Cups. It's Temperance. I believe this is the dark night of the ego and the dark night of the soul. You're going through it. Finally going through it. I remember reading a few weeks back, you were kind of like looking at certain behaviors that had become habitual responses and feelings. This is definitely the dark night of the soul and ego. Five of Wands was clarified right next to the Eight of Cups by the Temperance card. Finding that balance, healing, inner peace, tranquility after all that. Let's clarify the Death card. Thank you, Spirit. Clarifying the Death card for Virgo. Death card is clarified right next to the King of Wands. Look at that. By the Five of Wands again. Mastery over what used to control you before is now controlled by you. What do they say? Don't make emotions or something. Don't let emotions make you their bitch or something, and then make emotions your bitch, whatever. But that's what I'm seeing here. Now you are the master. You hold the King's wand. You master all these emotions. The dark night of the soul doesn't mean you're just going to pop out the other side and all of those things are disappeared. No, it's now you are the master of it. You control how you're going to use each and every one of these things, whereas before it was out of ego. We were aggressive out of ego. We were this and that out of ego. Now we use it strategically for our benefit. Thus, the birth of the Ace of Wands. Now we use it strategically for our benefit. Very, very, very good. This is a hell of a transition. Awesome for you, Virgo. Let's clarify the Ace of Wands one good time. Right next to the King of Cups. I'm all excited. I did so much reading about successful people and how they use emotions for their, you know, benefit, their creations, their music, their this and that. And I'm seeing that here. I'm seeing you going through this dark night of the ego, dark night of the soul, and finding your way through this rite of passage. This rebirth to be the master of your domain, the master of your emotions, the master of your body. This is excellent. Clarifying the Ace of Wands, please, Spirit, right next to the King of Cups for Virgo. And that's clarified by, oh, look at that. This is your soul speaking. This is your soul at peace. This is your soul finally balanced. Your emotions balanced. This is the birth of a new life for you. Gone through the rite of passage, become the master of your emotions and the master of your body. So the universe has opened up this next level of your life. Because we're not going to get it when we're still letting emotions make us their bitch, for lack of a better term. We're not going to be there. We have to go through the learning. We have to go through the rite of passage. We have to go through the rebirth. We have to become the master. And then that door will open. Look at that. Spirit, this is amazing. Virgo, you are going to have a powerful week. An amazing week. Let's get some words of advice here. Wow. Look at that. First card's out. Ten of Swords. Second card's out. Knight of Pentacles. Third card out. Two of Cups. So we see exactly what we were talking about. The death, the rebirth. 10 means the final of feeling like this. Maybe some of this was self-inflicted by some of those attitudes and mindsets we had to get a hold of. And the beginning, taking those steps towards that life, that balance that we talked about, is right here. That balanced life where you're the master of your domain opens up a door to a life that is really something special, something that you can feel fulfilled with. Finally, Virgo, thank you so much for letting me read this for the week. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later.